Today's video has been brought to you by Chic Clothing. Go to www.chicclothing.com for our line of hand-designed signature caps and more information on how you can have your caps color customized to your liking. Plan your adventure. Subscribe to our mailing list to be informed about upcoming expansion to our line of clothing. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Cause I'm a Fury here, and I'm back at it again. And this video is gonna be a little bit different, hopefully. Cause sorry, I just can't do that. And what I mean by that, like I've said to a lot of my new subscribers, and hopefully any of the ones who still watching and stuff, I do my analytics, and I don't think much people who subscribe to watching. A lot of people who do, thank you for that and stuff, but like I said, it's not about that. It's about the message, you know. So if one person spreaded my message to, you know, another person, I'll be happy with that. I don't need to do numbers. I don't need to do all of this. It's all about what I'm trying to put out here, and that's my opinion. And I don't want my opinions shouldn't be treated as the gospel. They shouldn't be. This is an outlet. This is a platform. This is something I chose to do in my spare time. But anyway, agree to disagree is dead. Like, people crazily will try to just, if you don't give them the content that they agree with, they will find way, they will insult you. They will try to reach, they would try to pull at your strings. You know, people like that, all you do is just block and delete them if you're a YouTube owner. Sorry, my dog right here. Sit. Do not come while I'm filming this. Alright? So they would, you know, all you can do is block and delete people like that who bring up but negativity to your channel and stuff. Yeah, you can go left and right for them for a while, but when you find out that you're not budging, they're not budging, that's all well and good. Agree to disagree. But then there's some people who start to really try to bring the nigga out in you. And I'm like, yo, I'm not going for that. I am not going for that. Now you're just being petty. Now you're just being childish. Alright? So, the funniest thing you can do to certain ones, and they you know, these videos of me showing my disgruntlement over various things from like Nintendo Switch, Capcom's handling of Resident Evil 2 remake, Resident Evil 7, which sucks ass to me. Alright, I never said this, I just found it garbage. And microtransactions recently, how that's fucking with it. The game, broken multiplayer, which is just a lot of shit is going on with the gaming industry. And for someone to actually insult me and say I'm doing nothing but fanboy rage, that's bullshit. Fanboys rage is just basically what they're doing, coming at me because I'm questioning the way things go. I should just be a mindless fan and just be like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever. It's Street Fighter. Why can't you just like it? It's Street Fighter. It's Nintendo. Why can't you like that? It's that. It's Microsoft. Why can't you just accept it the way you are? I thought you was an Xbox guy. I thought you was a Sony guy. No, I can't do that. There's bullshit everywhere. And it's ripe for the picking. It's right to be called out. That's what opinions are. If someone agrees with it, fine. That's great. Okay? If someone agrees partially with it, but they feel something different about it, well, it can either go like, well, I never saw it like that. Well, nah, I like that. But we can agree that overall it sucks. Okay, boom. Just like, no. No. It's not like that anymore. That died when people got a set of balls, of imaginary balls, to say shit behind a computer. That died when that happened. You know? Agree to disagree died. Like, I swear, we were somewhere right now and we were chopping it up and talking live and in public about stuff like that. Most of the time, it ain't gonna go down like that. It's gonna be like, alright, well, this, that, and the other, this, that, and the other. Well, only ignorant folks would come to blows over something like that. And over now, we have we got social media, we got the computer age, we got YouTube, and when you say shit that people don't agree with, they will try to flag your channel, they will try to insult you personally, they will say all types of petty things, just keep going left and right with you and stuff, and I ain't got no time for that. Alright? You want to talk about I don't have charisma and stuff. I am a man of a certain age. The fuck do I look like? Hopping around like, oh my god, and for today's thing, this is so-and-so here today. And I'm gonna talk about Star Wars Battlefront 2. Wow. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Alright. Oh, and Stormtrooper pew 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 making noises and shit. I'm a man of a certain age, dude. I am not going out like that. It is fine to be a fan of it, and I'm a fan of a lot of shit. Alright? I got games. Retro. I got games new. Over there in the other sections of my apartment. What my thing is, this channel isn't about me jumping around animated and being let's play and sucking the corporate tea. You know? And that has shit to do with being a non-conformist. You conform to a lot of things in life. Alright? But when you are a fan of a certain game or a certain series and you don't happen to like their latest direction, you got the right to say something about it. You got the right not to buy it. And just as you got the right to question my opinion about something, I got a right to question your fandom, and vice versa. Okay? Because if we, like I said, with back Resident Evil, and I'm talking about this, but news just came out recently about the RE2 remake actually being going ahead and being third person. We don't know if it's going to be over the shoulder like part 4, or it's going to be fixed camera angles. But I had an interaction with some asshole telling me, you know, it should be like 7. It should be. That's great. I thought it was fine. Why are you complaining about that it lacked originality? None of the games were original. 4 was original. Okay? You could question part 1 because of Alone in the Dark and stuff. So one of my commenters, one of my subscribers put me onto it. Yeah, Alone in the Dark. Resident Evil still built on that and became something of its own, while Alone in the Dark series just went to shit. All right. So of course people complained about 5 and 6 more than anything, because it didn't have one solid foundation. It just tried to be everything. Yeah, we get that. All right. But the thing is, when I present it, and what I always present is that 7 is a failure compared to those 2 games. It's unit wise, it's a failure. A game puts out numbers, and to be successful, they have to hit those numbers within the 3-month mark. Here it is, almost a year later, and 7 just making 4 million. So it's technically a failure. I didn't say it was a financial failure, but it's a fucking failure. Fight me over that, you know? Well, yeah, that's right. But I blocked and deleted this asshole because he just started going with the what's the typical thing when you are hitting somebody with things and you don't bend to their will, and they just start trying to insult your whole image, the way you write stuff, and saying, "Oh well, I'm not trying to insult you, but you write like this, and this is right," and they go at your grandma. The fuck, really? That's petty as fuck, and it's not the first time. This is why I'm doing a video about it. It's not the first time. It didn't happen on the YouTube channel too much, but it happens in different marches of life on social networking, social media, period. And I'm like, I hate people like that. Alright? I'm not writing you a fucking essay. Alright? Taken away, that's just more ad hominem. You're deflecting. You're deflecting from the fact that you got nothing. You ain't got shit to say to me. That is valid. I've hit you with facts that were irrefutable. Okay? Especially Resident Evil. The numbers say it. Oh, well, it catered to the lowest denomination. Now you want to insult people, money. You want to insult a fan base you're part of. You want to insult that fan base. Alright? I'm not insulting the fan base at all. I'm insulting the people who actually don't know shit about the whole series in general. Right? And I knew homie didn't know shit about the rest of the series in general, because he went right with the 4, 5, and 6. He didn't say nothing about Resident Evil 2. Alright? And the fact that if you really cared and gave a fuck about Resident Evil 2, you would not want it to be in first person. Think about that. If you cared about the game as is, you would not want it to be in first person. Alright? This 7 is trash. It ain't no... I'm not sugarcoating it no more. 7 is fucking trash to me. It will always be trash to me. The story is fucking stupid. You telling me your wife been missing for 3 fucking years, and then all of a sudden you get a call saying she's here, and you go after there to you track her to some backwoods remote location where nobody can hear you scream without any goddamn authorities. Are you fucking kidding me? Who does that? Alright? Like, it's stupid. It is. Whereas in the Resident Evil games, the first game, you were getting double crossed and led to your doom unexpectedly by somebody you trusted. Whereas part 2 is the overflow of what happened in 1. You know, a lot of the events set that up. And how it spread to the city, they told you inside the game. The city got overran with the undead because people got sick and affected because Umbrella actually went after Dr. Birkin's G-Virus, and when they shot him, he spilled G and T virus into the water. The rats spreaded it through the drinking water, whereas it infected the city for the most part slowly until shit months later just got out of hand. Okay? And then Nemesis is basically a side story to Resident Evil 2, and their timeline should match up better. You know, maybe if they took time with that and did the remake with some kind of sense, they would incorporate elements of Nemesis and cross paths like it should have, which doesn't add up. Alright, and then Code Veronica is months after the Raccoon City incident, and Claire is looking for Chris, and she goes to Umbrella Europe, gets captured, gets sent to Rockford Island, and then she meets up with Steve Burnside, and then she finds a computer, and she sends stuff to Leon, who she knows now, who's been trained, being trained to be a government agent. He's a government agent by this time in the storyline. She knows that, you know, and he informs Chris, and Chris comes after her. And then we have Resident Evil 4, which is that Agent Leon. We knew he was being trained because we saw the epilogues that were left behind in the what game left the epilogues behind? Was it Resident Evil 3 Nemesis? They had like, oh, if you got the disc, the anniversary disc of Resident Evil, you actually got to see that Leon got pulled aside from the authorities, from the US government, and they were like, look, to save and protect Sherry, he agreed to be trained as a government agent. This is why now he feeling like it's this fight. He's like, I never thought as a child life would be like this and stuff, and does this fight ever end? This is somebody who originally just wanted to get out of Raccoon City 2 alive. And because he did, he got pulled into this world. And then he realized there's just someone has to do it. Character growth. That's Resident Evil 4. He say his first mission is major mission under the president's detail was to save the president of the time's daughter. All right. And then you got the Las Plagas, Ada Wong, Wesker still being alive. You know, hired Ada. And then 5 is basically that same research. Now Wesker using it in Africa, he used the Las Plagas parasite on Kijuju citizens, and now he accelerated it, made it worse. Whereas then you get more plot on Chris and what him and Jill was up to, and how she plays a part in this later on, and what Wesker did to her. And then you get 6, which is a mess. But like I said before, and I always say, it had better replay value. The Mercenaries mode is amazing. It's co-op, both storyline and Mercenaries. It has a fan base. You don't have to like the game, but it appeals to a wider spectrum. And all these people, how dare you insult a whole bunch of people and call them the lowest denomination? If you're having fun with a game, they are not the lowest denomination. Alright? They figured out something that you what can I say? You non-fan Mickey Fickies. You never see, that's a reference on Do the Right Thing. You know, Mickey Ficky instead of motherfuckers. You non-series history knowing motherfuckers don't know about that. So anyway, like I said, like getting back to the heart and the matter of the story, because I went off on a tirade there, and I know I did. People just can't agree to disagree anymore. Alright? Now, there's rare times where I actually call people out on stuff, because I want them to know if they got an opinion about something, I want to make sure they know all of it. And if they still continue to feel the way they do, that's fine. At least they know all of it now. Some people go off the cuff about stuff and don't know everything. Like, sometimes I do. I admit that. But then there's people in the comment section who will tell me more, and then I will tell them thank you, or wow, I didn't know about all that. Okay, like this was like in previous videos, I said RE2 was the best selling Resident Evil of all time. And somebody was like, no, actually 5 was. And he was right. I learned something new, but 2, I was thinking about 2 so much being of the original style of Resident Evil, selling the most out of the original ones. But overall, 5 is the best selling Resident Evil. And I think 4 would have been the best selling one if it wasn't exclusive to GameCube initially in its first life cycle. You know, look how the HD remake, the HD upgrade to that sold well. Hell, even the HD version of the RE6 sold over 1 million copies when it made its jump over to PS4 and Xbox One. Oh, but these games were critically panned by critics. I wonder why. Alright, the same way, don't you think the same way it's puff piece and anti-puff piecing? It's like this. If the developer doesn't play ball with the reviewers can say what they want about something. if the developers play ball with the reviewers, they could still, the reviewers could say what they want, and that would teeter towards the positive, because the reviewers have it's that simple. All I can say for you is play it yourself. I played RE7 and I was like, nope. That face I just gave, I was like, no. Alright? It ain't nothing that's gonna change my opinion on that. Okay? There's some things I did ease up off of. Alright? Like, for example, like I said it before, that I was gonna end up probably getting the new Nintendo, even though I hate how they did it, and in the long run it's gonna bite them in the ass. But when they start putting out games that you want to get, you know, you get it. I'm a collector. That's what I do, and I'm out here to actually just like, you know what, fuck it, I'll give it a shot, you know. And Mario Odyssey, I got Sonic, I bought the Sonic Mania, which is on all the platforms, and then I bought Mario Odyssey. Mario Odyssey is actually, you know what, once I complete the game, I'm gonna do a review on it individually, because it has something about it has to be said, because it's like the only Mario game. Yes, I'm saying Mario. I know it's Mario, but I'm sorry. That's how my accent is. Fuck off. So anyway, just joking with y'all. But anyway, the Mario game is one of like the only Mario game I really liked in such a long time. Okay, like it's not over the top gimmicky. I mean, he got the ghost in his hat and you can possess it, but you can possess different enemies and different things, but it's incorporated into the gameplay in such a fluid manner. I'll save that for when I talk about it fully. But anyway, back on topic. To finish out this video, I'm not kissing anyone's ass. I'm not doing this to get fans who just want to be, oh, let me tell you sweet nothings about it. Oh, RE7 was the greatest game ever. Oh yeah, you want that? You like hearing that? Yeah, let me burp you right now. No. Alright? I'm not that type of guy. Alright? They charge you too much for these games anyway, for you just be blindly kissing ass like that. And given Capcom's track record, are you really looking forward to what they're gonna do with a remake now that microtransactions, loot boxes and shit like that exist? Do you really want that in a remake of a classic? It didn't happen the first remake. I'll be damned if I'm gonna be happy with it if it happens in the second remake for the second game, which is probably one of the most critically acclaimed games of the series. Alright? Sorry, I just can't do that. I just can't conform to you. I just can't tell you what you want to hear. If I tell you something and you happen to like what you hear, we or partially like it, we could agree to disagree. See how that comes full circle? But anyway, as usual, keep watching what you want, keep gaming the way you want, keep being you, because I'm a Fury, I'm out, and I brought the Fury this time. I was so fucking mad because people are so petty and so stupid, and I see right through you. And I just had to say something. But peace out.